couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as King Ryan Hector.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Missing with that jab. Good counter punching. A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. You're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. The counter punch is smart.
Misses with the straight left. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A big whiff with the right hook. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. You'd like to see more jabs. The jab doesn't quite connect. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. That uppercut just missed. Nice counter. That punch lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and...
That was a terrible round.
Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Down goes Hector Camacho. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. You've got to wonder how big of a factor.
Close to the spot.
On to the 5th we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Both men step back for just a moment. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
These two fighters are made for one another. So much for boxing. This is a fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's a wrestler. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use flame over brawn.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia. Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. That counter shot lands. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Garcia. There's the bell to start round 8. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They blocked the left there. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what?